सो मूविंग ऑन दैट सीरीज़ ऑफ वेव ऑप्टिक्स, इससे पहले वाले लेक्चर में हमने डिस्क्राइब किया था कि रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ वेव फ्रंट में कंस्ट्रक्शन कैसा होगा, हमारी वेव फ्रंट्स कैसे बनेंगी, दोनों वेव फ्रंट्स जब ट्रैवल कर रही हैं तो उनमें डिस्टेंस कितना होगा, एट्सेट्रा. नाउ मूविंग ऑन, हमें रिफ्रैक्शन को जस्टिफाई करना है फॉर आर वेव फ्रंट्स. तो रिफ्रैक्शन का लॉ बोलता है कि इंसिडेंट रे, रिफ्रैक्टेड रे एंड द नॉर्मल ऑल लाई इन द सेम प्लेन. तो रेज के लिए तो बोलता है फाइन. अब हमें देखना है वेव फ्रंट्स के लिए. सो दिस इज़ द इंसिडेंट वेव फ्रंट, दिस इज़ द नॉर्मल एंड दिस इज़ रिफ्रैक्टेड, ऑल लाई इन द सेम प्लेन हमें दिख रहा है. तो फर्स्ट लॉ हमारा हैंस प्रूव. नाउ व्हाट द सेकेंड लॉ सेज? द सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन सेज दैट sin of I divided by sin of R is equal to a constant term. That constant term is denoted by mu. Mu is the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. So this law is also known as Snell's law. Simply Snell's law. तो हम Snell's law को यहाँ पर प्रूव करेंगे ताकि हमारी वेव फ्रंट्स का जो फेनोमेनन है वो रिफ्रैक्शन को भी जस्टिफाई करें. तो हम कंसिडर करते हैं ट्राइंगल ए बी बी डैश. इन दिस ट्राइंगल वी हैव एंगल बी ए बी डैश, दैट इज एंगल आई. ऑल्सो द डिस्टेंस बी बी डैश इज गिवन बाय C12 and A B dash is the base of triangle A B B dash. Now हम दूसरा ट्राइंगल कंसिडर करते हैं. The another triangle we are taking is A A dash B dash. Now in this triangle we have A B dash B is angle R. The distance A A dash is given as C2T and the base A B dash. So the bases are same. Fine. Now we don't have anything equal. Angle I, angle R. We cannot say that those angles are equal. C1T we have the distance between B to B dash and we have the distance C2T between A to A dash. So this rule of congruency doesn't work here. So now what we will do? In the same triangles we will consider the sine angles. Okay, so let's see in the triangle ABB dash what will be the sine angle. See, in triangle, this triangle, what will be the sine angles? And I is here, sine I will be this one, B dash upon hypotenuse, and this is 90 degrees, so hypotenuse will be AB dash. So we are having BB dash divided by AB dash. Fine. This is our equation number 1. Now moving on to another triangle, that is this triangle A dash B dash. Now in this triangle we are having angle I. So let's take the sine of, we are having angle R. So let's take the sine of angle R. We are having sine of angle R. R opposite, the side opposite to R is A dash. So we are having A dash. You can say sine of any angle is opposite upon hypotenuse, or usually it is said that perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular is A dash. This is 90 degree angle. So opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse in this triangle is shown as AB dash. So this is equation number 2. Now what we will do? Divide the equation 1 by equation 2. We will get sine I divided by sine R, and we have BB dash upon AB, BB dash upon AB divided by A dash upon AB dash. Here also it is AB dash. Fine. Now let's solve it. We'll get sine I upon sine R will be equal to BB dash upon A dash, as this AB dash cancels out from both sides. Now let's substitute the values of the available quantities. Sin I upon sin R, we have BB dash. BB dash is a distance that is given by C1t, and AA dash is the distance given by C2t. Cancel out t from numerator and denominator. What we finally get, sin I upon sin R is equal to sin I upon sin R is equal to C1 divided by C2. So what is C1? C1 is the velocity of light in medium 1 and C2 is the velocity of light in medium 2. So this gives a constant mu, which is refractive index. So this, in this way, and from this equation we understand that wavefronts also follow the Snell's law, the refraction laws. So we find that refraction is followed by the wavefronts, and hence we proved the Snell's law.